Hey there, how are you? Welcome. It is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. I'm rebelling today. I'm rebelling against the baloney coming out of Washington, D.C., the liars, the losers, and the... Well, something else starts with an L. Check in, would you please? Let me know who you are, where you're deplorable from. It's real simple. You just check in right now like Jack is, or George, or Jack's from Kennewick, Washington. Diane's there. Today's program being powered by right-wing news and Liberty One TV. Also, if you love your family, and I know you do, and you want to be sure that you are protected and that your home is protected, your family's protected. It's so easy to overlook those things. And this is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And nobody wants to talk about life insurance, I understand. But if you want to be sure that your family doesn't lose their home, and 90% of families who loses their main breadwinner loses their home. 90%. I know when my wife passed away, I lost mine. I don't want that to happen to you. So if you want to find out how to protect your family and your home from accidental or natural causes, if you want to figure out how to get your mortgage paid, if you become sick or injured, you can't work, or if you want to get your premiums paid, if you get unemployed, or there's new options that I can help you with that can get your money back in some cases. Make sure that your family's taken care of. How do you do that? Well, I'll help look at your policy if you have one. If you don't have one, I'll help you. And all you have to do is email me, rustyonline777@gmail.com. rustyonline777@gmail.com. Either I or one of my people will get back to you. I need your name. These are important. I need your name, I need your city and state, and I need your phone number. And we will get back to you. No, I'm not going to put you on some big mailing list. I just want to help you. rustyonline777@gmail.com. rustyonline777@gmail.com. That's for the Humphries Group. And again, we'll get back to you. Name, city and state, phone number, and of course your email address. And let's see what we can do to help you and your family out, okay? Let's see here. My good friend Noel is there. Anita's there. Warren is there. James in Tucson. Dale in Hermosa, South Dakota. Joe is there. Scott in Tennessee. Andy's there. Diana's in Yuma, Proving Ground, Arizona. Also, one last thing I want to let you know is if you don't have virtual private network, if you don't have protection against these big internet companies from stealing your data, you need to get Virtual Shield. Virtual Shield, go to virtualshield.com/Rusty. It's very simple. And all you got to do is find out what it can do, and basically it protects you and your family from your data being stolen. So get that done right away if you would. Please use my name, Rusty/Rusty, and the promo code, and you'll get 20% off. Okay, it's Virtual Shield, and that is virtualshield.com, and you can see that on screen with Liberty One right there. See? Fastest and easiest to use VPN in the world. Okay. Hey, Jim is from SeaTac. That's my old growing up area, and Sita is from Reno, Nevada. Okay. I graduated high school. I graduated in 1983. Now, I wasn't a big drinker or partier. But there was this one time I went to a party at a friend's house. And somebody slipped something to me, I think. I kind of remember it, but I don't. Next thing I know, there were two women all over me. And it was so bad, I thought they were going to murder me. Oh, they were trying to pull off my clothes, I think. they wanted it. They wanted something awful, and I got to be honest, it scared me for a long time, and it wasn't until tonight that I could come out and say, I believe Nancy Pe-Lousey and Mad Maxine Waters tried to have their way with me. It's only until now. It's only until now that I can come up with it and share it with you, because it was rough. And so what I demand is, I demand a hearing in Congress right now. I demand a hearing in Congress right now, and I want to testify. Now, there was nobody in the room other than those two. And I don't remember the day. I know it was kind of at night, I think. And I have no proof of it. But I'm telling you, I told my spouse, now she's passed away, but I told her about it. And I've held it. I told her in 2012, I think. So I told her, well, that would have been 6 years ago. So probably a little bit earlier than that. But I told people, I told a psychiatrist, but I told the psychiatrist not to tell. And then I called my congressman. I called my senator, right? Well, now my senator's dead, John McCain. But I called my other senator, Jeff Flake. Well, he's mentally gone. But I told him the story, but don't tell anybody. Jeff Flake, don't tell anybody that Mad Maxine Waters and Nancy Pe-Lousey may have tried to touch me inappropriately at a party when I was in high school back in 1983, because, well, I just feel bad about it. Well, Rusty, this whole thing sounds weird. I mean, you're a conservative radio talk shows. You're pretty active in politics. Yeah, I am. I mean, I haven't given any money to a political party before. But I'm coming out right now. I want a hearing. I want their careers destroyed. This has affected my life. Now, I'll say something else. On top of what may have happened at a party in high school in 1983, I believe they raped my mind. Every time Nancy Pe-Lousey comes out and talks, and every time Mad Maxine comes out and talks, I feel dirty. I feel dirty, and it's inappropriate, and I don't like it, and I'm offended, and because of that, I believe it's not fair. And because it's not fair, I think it's unfair. They should lose their seats. They should be removed from office because I don't like it, because it hurts my feelings. Okay, I know, it's ridiculous. So is this whole thing with this woman. What is her name? Christine Blasey Ford. You've heard the story, but let's just go over it again, because it really is silly. I mean, and the thing is it's the same story basically as Anita Hill. Now, I know there's a lot of youngsters out there going, who's Anita Hill? Or, yeah, that Anita Hill, wasn't she wonderful? And here's the other thing I love. Why would this woman, Christine Blasey Ford, why would she possibly want to have her life destroyed and to come out with this story? Look what happened to Anita Hill. Yeah, look what happened to Anita Hill. They do movies on her. She is a liberal icon. She's going to go down in liberal history as one of the bravest women in the world. And by the way, does anybody remember who Anita Hill's attorney was? Anybody? It was former, I forget what she did. It was Janet Napolitano. Janet Napolitano, who got to be governor of Arizona. And then, what did Janet Napolitano what was her title now? I can't remember her because she was so, wasn't she Attorney General? No, I don't even remember. Homeland Security Director. Ugh. Ugh. Talk about somebody that was just way over her head. But under Obama, she was Secretary of Homeland Security from 2009 to 2013. Attorney General of Arizona, Governor of Arizona, and now she's slacking as the president of the University of California system. But I just can't think for the life of me why this woman would want to come out. Is it just me? I mean, is this not the most obvious scam ever? Now, here's the other thing. I study human nature, and I study speech, and I study persuasion, and I study what people say. And here's one thing I've learned. Liars usually take it one step too far. One step too far. Now, what is the one step too far for this woman? Oh, yeah, Rolly says, oh, yeah, she'll have to write a book. Yeah, she'll write a book, too. All right, let's just say Crazy Kavanaugh was at a party, okay? Crazy Kavanaugh. Let's see, when was the party? It was in the 1980s. I forget when. He's like a year or two younger than me. So let's say Crazy Kavanaugh is at a party in 1984, right? And he gets all drunk. Now, by the way, Crazy Kavanaugh, I don't know anything about the guy hardly, but he had to have been a big nerd. There's no way a guy that was in high school that became this judge, did all these things that he's done. There's no way this guy wasn't a nerd, okay? But let's just go, we're going to give him Crazy Kavanaugh. We're going to call him that. But Crazy Kavanaugh goes to a party and he gets liquored up. Oh, he's liquored up and he sees this hot chick. Oh, yeah. Come on over here, Christine Blasey Ford. Oh, yeah. You look lean and mean and not too far in between. Oh, yeah. You're crazy. Come here, baby. So he's all drunk out of his head. He's drinking. He's a partying. Who knows? Maybe he smoked the marijuana. Oh, he's out of his crazy mind, right? He's got a friend. Hey, come over here, friend. If I forget the guy's name. But let's go and get on hot little Christine Blasey Ford. Oh, yeah. So he goes over there and he starts making his moves. Now, again, let's be honest. Crazy Kavanaugh probably has zero moves. Zero. Okay, he's probably a nerd, but we're giving him the credit that he's got the moves. How you doing? How you doing, sexy Christine? Oh, yeah. Come over here, baby. Dance for me. Oh, yeah, dance. And they get into a room. He brings his friend. Come on in, watch me, because I'm like Fonzie. Right? And then he goes nutso. And then here's where the lie goes one step too far. They always do. And then in the middle of it, I thought he was going to kill me. Okay. I knew a lot of, I'll just use the word, horny 17-year-olds. I went to a high school party one time. I lasted 15 minutes. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't party. I had zero game. None of that was my scene, okay? But I'm going to give Crazy Kavanaugh a little bit of benefit here. So, Diane thinks this is boring. I'm so sorry, Diane. Everybody, I'm sorry. Diane thinks this is boring. I better stop. Sorry, Diane. Now that was boring, Diane. Settle down. Shut your cake hole. Let me tell my story. Okay, so anyway, I'm taking so again, he goes, I've seen a lot of horny 17-year-olds, okay, back in my day. I knew a lot of those guys. Could I have believed her if she said, oh, yeah, he was drunk and he tried to touch me inappropriately? Yes. He was drunk and he tried to make out with me. Yes. He was drunk and he tried to do something he shouldn't have done. Absolutely, I could believe that. I don't think crazy Kavanaugh. I'm just saying horny 17-year-old. But never, ever have I heard of a 17-year-old who wanted to be a judge, because at that point, he had to know he wanted to be a judge. At not one point have I ever heard of a upscale, rich 17-year-old kid like that who you would have thought was going to try to kill a girl in that kind of situation. Am I wrong? So no, I don't believe a word she says. Not one. I don't believe this liberal, hippie, commie woman, not one bit. Oh, what a shock. She's a college professor? What? She gives money to the Democrats? What? She can't remember who had the party. She can't remember where. She can't remember what time. She remembers that crazy Kavanaugh tried to kill her. I don't buy it. I don't buy it one bit. Just like if I told you I thought Mad Maxine Waters and Nancy Pe-Lousey tried to rape me. I mean, hey, look at this body. When you look as hot as this, you never know where they're coming out. If I said that Nancy Pe-Lousey and Mad Maxine Waters tried to rape me in high school, don't believe me. Just like if this woman comes out and says, out of the blue, a guy who liberals think are going to get rid of abortion and all the things, Obamacare and all the things that they hold so dear, the murder of children, they love that. But she magically comes out and tells her story. And what I can't believe is why anybody on the planet would say, you know what? That Brett Kavanaugh, he's gone through 6 FBI investigations. He's been a judge all this time. No one's ever accused him of being some sexual deviant. But this one woman from when he was in high school. Man, we got to listen to that one. And okay, let's take all of this off the table. And let's say, okay, I'm going to say all of it's true except he tried to kill me. Okay? Let's take all of that off. He tried to kill me. There's just no way that happened. Just none whatsoever, right? None. Okay, rape's not cool. He didn't rape her. He may have tried to make out with her. Who knows what he tried to do. In 1984? In high school? I mean, how stupid how stupid is every guy in high school? We're morons. Okay, we're idiots. I'll take it one step further. I saw Carrot Top in concert in Las Vegas. I'm going to have to edit this a little bit. He goes, how many of you are 20? Woo, yeah, I'm 20. I'm in my 20s. You're in your 20s? Yeah, we're in our 20s. Yeah, we're awesome. Woo. He goes, you're a bunch of a-holes. If you're in your 20s, you're an a-hole. He's right. But let's go earlier, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You're an idiot. That's why when people go, well, you know, those college kids, they're angry. Of course they're angry. They're idiots. All of them. Now, maybe yours is nice. But, okay, let's not talk about any other kid. Let's just talk about you. When you were 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, do you look back on those times and go, man, I was brilliant. Oh, did I do all kinds of great stuff? Oh, the stuff I did, I was like a brain surgeon back then. No, we tell stories of how stupid we were. Now again, I don't believe whatever her name is, Christine Blasey, but I don't believe a word she says. Not one. Not a single word. I don't even believe that's her name. If she said it's sunny and outside, I wouldn't believe her. There's nothing she says that I believe. Because when you pick up the phone, your first call is to Diane Feinstein. Hey, Diane, I got this one. This one guy tried to rape me when I was in high school in 1984. you go, man, 1984. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Everybody was kind of stupid in high school. Sorry. Click. Okay. Timothy was a very serious person even then. He went to school and he worked. Well, there's one. And by the way, do you not think that Brett Kavanaugh, a guy who got into, did he go to Yale or something? You don't think he was working pretty hard back then? Again, none of it adds up to me. Not one thing. Tell me what you think. Let's read a little bit of the story. You've heard the story all day, but I will read it with you right now because you know what? You are special and you deserve it. The chairman of the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee, under mounting pressure from senators of his own party, will call President Donald Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, and the woman who's accused him of sexual assault before the committee on Monday for an extraordinary public hearing over weeks before the midterm elections. Right there. No, you don't have another hearing? What? So, again, so next time Nancy Pelosi does something in the news or Maxine Waters, do I get to say I think they raped me when I was in high school? I almost remember it. I might have even had a friend that might have been there, but I'm not positive. I want a hearing. I want to accuse them. No, you got to have something to back you up. Something. Not just, that you're a donor to the Democrat Party. Yeah, Rowley says his mother was a district court judge who had a case of foreclosure against her parents. Yeah, whoopsie. What a magical surprise. Now, according to some of the news sources I heard, it never got that far, and the mother was maybe assigned the case, but they came up with the money or something. But this whole thing, it just stinks to high heaven. It's just wrong to try to ruin this guy's career because you politically disagree with him. Oh, but back in 1980, give me a break. It's wrong. And you know what? If it was a Republican doing that to a Democrat, if I came out against Mad Max and Nancy Pelosi, guess what? It's wrong. If there was somebody that I knew and I made up a story because the ends justified the means and I didn't want them to get a job, it's wrong. And I wouldn't do it because it's wrong. But Democrats, to them, the ends justify the means, and being wrong doesn't matter as long as we get what we want. And that's why they are children. And that's why we don't listen to a word they say, because they're nothing but children. Senator Charles Grassley, Republican of Iowa, backed down from a committee vote on Judge Kavanaugh's nominations planned for Thursday. So it's already worked. I mean, they already are backing it up. Here's what I would do if I was a Republican. Back when Cory Booker was Spartacusing and Kamala Harris was making crap up, here's what I would have done. Any of you Democrats going to vote for Kavanaugh? No, we've already made up our mind. Okay, great. You already know what you're doing. Let's just vote now. Let's just vote now. All of us. Call McConnell, call the vote. Nobody's paying attention. Let's just vote this in right now and get it done because no Democrats are going to vote. And by the way, Jeff Flake, you piece of crap. Yes, he's my senator, and I'm embarrassed to say it. I apologize for Flake, and I apologize for McCain. I'm sorry as a native, not a native, but as an Arizona resident. I am sorry that those are the senators that we sent. And McSally, I'm not a big fan of her either. But I apologize for the lousy senators that are coming out of Arizona. Jeff Flake. Well, yeah. Oh, hello there. I'm Jeff Flake. Hi. I just, it hurt my feelings that this woman actually made an accusation. And so I just don't think I could have voted for Kavanaugh. Shut your cake hole, dumbass. All right, let's see your comments. Lori says dozens of women have come forward to say he was always a gentleman. Dora says, hey, I agree with you. Why would you wait 30 years to come forward? James, she's diving on the sword for a cause. Brian says, you're the man, Rusty. Thank you. Must have been a very special moment when some individual slid that envelope across the table. I don't believe that she's been paid off. I don't. Remember, these liberals, everything about them is politics, okay? Everything is politics to them. And it's all based in emotion. Conservatives tend to focus on reason and logic. Liberals tend to focus on emotion. It's one of the reasons why liberals beat us often, because they'll cry and they'll say, let's do it for the children, or they'll go, oh, I was molested when I was 17. I got no proof, but feel sorry for me. And in this Me Too generation where you can lose your career, God, I mean, like I said, I had no game back in 1983. I cringe to think of some woman, yeah, Rusty took me on a date and I didn't like it. I can actually think of one where I had a date and she was a little bit more odd than I knew beforehand, before the date. Again, but well, and I'll take full responsibility. I probably was an idiot because I was, 16, 17. But, and she came back, oh, and she said a bunch of stupid things that was embarrassing. I don't remember, but I guess, hey, can I start spreading stories about dates I've had where the girls were idiots and try and call up their bosses, ruin their careers? I mean, I know it works, women can destroy men. Can I start going after women who I've had bad dates with? Well, this wasn't a date. This was a party, and he tried to kill her. He didn't try to kill her. Okay. Well, that's what I felt like. Well, you know what? Again, I feel bad. I feel dirty and bad and embarrassed when I see Maxine Waters screaming about impeaching my president. I feel awful. Does that mean I get to sue her? Was freedom of speech? Yeah, well, yeah. Again, now, if something really did happen, I'm not supporting date rape. Now, from what I understand, she didn't say that he date raped her. Did he? I'm still not sure what supposedly he did. Conservative advocacy group says it's going to spend $1.5 million to defend Kavanaugh. A liberal group is going to spend $700,000 to pressure senators in swing states. Allies of Judge Kavanaugh made public letters from two former girlfriends attesting to his character, while a hashtag sprang up on Twitter, hashtag Believe Christine. So, the people that knew him, we don't believe them. The former girlfriends of him don't believe him. Believe Christine, a woman we know nothing about and who really didn't know him. Don't, right? What am I missing here? Okay, here we go. Here's the story. In the letter to Mrs. Feinstein, and an interview published on Sunday by the Washington Post, Dr. Blassie, and by the way, what is she a doctor in? That's another one I'd like to find out. What is she a doctor in? No, I have not spent a lot of time looking at this story. I have not. Okay. So they're at a private home in suburban Montgomery County, Maryland. By the way, this is not a poor, cheap area. It's probably some mansion. The future judge, along with a friend, pushed her into a bedroom as she was making her way to the bathroom. Young Mr. Kavanaugh, according to her, jumped on top of her, grinding his body against hers as he tried to remove her clothing. When she tried to scream, he clasped his hand over her mouth. They both laughed. Oh, ha, 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 ha. This is so funny, says Crazy Kavanaugh. I feared he may inadvertently kill me. Her lawyer says, we hope that this hearing is fair and not another weaponized attack on a woman who has come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct. Now, see, this is what liberals always do. They always project, and they always accuse Republicans of what it is that they are doing, and this is a perfect example. We hope that this hearing is fair and not another weaponized attack on a woman who's come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct against a powerful man. Now, that's exactly what this is. This is a weaponized attack on a man who has been falsely accused with allegations of sexual misconduct by a powerful woman. I just dropped my pen. Okay. John says, not to mention, Dems pulled this exact same stunt when Justice Thomas was up for confirmation. Yep. Holly says, oh boy, Rusty, thank you. Dude, let me scroll down a little bit away. Lori said, fine stink, did this to stop his swearing in. It's all political, period. Yep. Timothy says, I don't buy it. Kavanaugh's a good man. Yep. Stories don't match, says Kathy. Rowley says, spoiled brats. Yep. Star says, vote them all out in November. Ronald says, isn't this rape in reverse? Sad part is she probably wouldn't be held accountable. Hey, let her liar Hillary say something. I mean, I feel like my mind's been raped. And I'm not kidding. I really feel that way. Don't you? Don't you feel dirty? Don't you feel like you need a shower? Don't you feel like these lies are they have forced their opinions upon me? Just like the left and the college campuses, they force their opinion. Is that not mental rape? I feel like I've been mentally raped by these people. I want to be compensated. Her student, the college professor, says her student reviews of her are all negative, even mentally unstable. Minnesota's bad. They always get paid off. Their God is money. Mary, I don't think that she's getting paid. The payoff will come later. Again, this nutcase, in my opinion, nobody handed her a check or cash to come out with this. This is, she'll get on the speaking circuit. She'll make $50,000 or more a speech. She'll get a book out there. She'll get on TV. They'll make movies about her. She'll be a civil rights icon. There's no downside here. She's going to have a bad week where people like me will say stuff. He's going to get confirmed. And then for the rest of her life, she's going to be held up as a civil rights icon who, if only people would listen to her, we would have not had Kavanaugh in there. Wah. Let's see. Mary says, I'm sure glad I'm past that time of my life. Dating game probably has changed a lot after 38 years. Yes. Dating sucks. And be a 53-year-old guy who's not married. It sucks. Getting to second base is now called groping. What a crock, says Randy. Mary thinks that Kavanaugh's not the type. Brenda says all this BS attacking him from the libs is the exact reason we need him on the court. Tina agrees 100%. Randy says in the 90s, grinding was the physical conversation. LOL. I'm not going there. And this was in the 80s, so now it was, it's not cool. Is the voting on him still on target? Nope, it has been delayed from Thursday. Now they're going to have a hearing on Monday. Rusty, they offend me. Yep, William says, Rusty may have a case. Rusty, it's their truth. Students warned not to get on her bad side. She gets even. Oh, I know people like that. I can't stand them. They're the worst. Dems have made America a laughing bad joke to the world. Prison when she's caught lying. Star says, I think I'll accuse, let's say, Rusty and ruin his life with no proof. That's what kind of world we live in. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. All right. Diane says being 63 and not married sucks. Hey, Diane, you and me. Kidding. Give me some thumbs ups. Give me some hearts, would you please? Have you shared the video today? You know, I don't work for some big corporation. Matter of fact, I don't work for anybody when I do this. I do this because I enjoy it. I enjoy the nice people at liberty1tv.com, and I would suggest that you go there. And I'd suggest that you sign up. You buy some great swag. They got t-shirts and mugs and coffee and all kinds of great stuff that really make you feel patriotic. And I know to the left, patriotism and patriotic is not cool. Well, it is here, brother. I love this country, and I'm damn proud of it. I am a patriot, and I know you are too. And if you would do yourself a favor by going to liberty1tv.com and just buy something, I don't care what it is, and use the promo code Rusty, save yourself a little bit of money. You'll help. You know, it's tough paying for lights and cameras and everything. I don't sit here and go, please give me money. And just go to my account and give me free money. I never do that. May have to. Don't want to. But liberty1tv.com, go help out their great folks. And then the one thing I would like to do for you is help you. And I know that people don't normally think that when somebody says, I want to help you, that they mean it. I do. I bought a company a few months ago. It's called the Humphries Group. And what we do is we help out nice folks like you get mortgage protection insurance and life insurance. Oh, God, life insurance, Rusty, what are you talking about? Why life insurance? What are you doing? I'm a guy who knows from experience what it's like to not have life insurance. It was about 10 years ago. And my wife was 34 years old. And she wasn't working. She was a stay-at-home mom. So I didn't buy life insurance for her. Why would I? And she wasn't financially contributing to the house. And so I didn't have anything more. I didn't feel bad about it. Why would I want to spend an extra $30, $40 a month or whatever? And then she didn't wake up one night. And then I was a single dad with 2 girls. And they never wanted to see that house again. And I didn't have help caring for the girls and so on. And the mental hell that I went through. You know, you lose your best friend in life. What do? You don't know. That I promise you. And most people, when they sell you life insurance, they try to sell you too much. Well, your house is worth $500,000, so let's get you $700,000 worth of insurance. I don't do that. What I like to do is help you get insurance that covers you for a couple of years should somebody pass away, so you can figure out what in the world to do and that you're covered. Okay? So do yourself a favor and email me, rustyonline777@gmail.com. rustyonline777@gmail.com. I will help you protect your mortgage. I'll help you protect your life and your family. I will do it at the least expensive possible. I work with some of the best companies in the world, insurance companies in the world. And whether you need something for death benefit or you want to get your money back, in some cases I can do that for you after a couple of years. Disability, unemployment, whatever it is. Email me, rustyonline777. Hey, Rusty, let's talk. Give me your name, city and state, phone number, and I'll get back to you right away, okay? All right. And don't put it off. Here's the other thing I've learned in doing this business. Every day it gets more expensive. Every day you wait, it gets more expensive. Well, I'm going to wait a couple years. I don't have the money. Well, let's get something less expensive, but get you something now so that when you're looking back and you go, well, gosh, it's too expensive. Well, now you need it. And insurance companies, they don't want to just give you free money. So get it when you're young. Get it when you're healthy. And if you're not young and healthy, we can see what we can find, okay? I'll work with you. All right. I hate to tell you those stories. I know you don't, it's not something you need to know, but I only tell you this because it's so important. It's so important. And I just don't want to have anybody else go through that again. And there's just so many ways that we can help. And again, you and I would spend 10, 15 minutes on the phone. If I get too busy or you're busy, I'll have my friend Eric give you a call. Spend 10, 15 minutes on the phone. Figure out what you need. And then I can send everything to you via the computer. And unlike a lot of people out there, your pal Rusty's not going to rip you off. I don't need to. I just want to make sure you're taken care of. Okay. virtualshield.com. Make sure you have the right to remain private. Don't let the internet service providers steal your data and sell it. Go to virtualshield.com/Rusty. See what a virtual private network can do for you. They're not expensive. And use promo code Rusty in checkout and you'll save yourself some money. All right. Tomorrow I should be back. This is a very crazy week for me, so every night I'm here, just go, man, I don't know how he pulled that off, but he is. All right, have you emailed me yet? rustyonline777@gmail.com. Let me help you. virtualshield.com, liberty1tv.com, and Right Wing News. Utica, New York, that's where Nelson is. How you doing, Holly? Thank you. Mercy and Dave, thank you. Diane, Rowley, Laura, Tina, Dan, Larry. A lot of great people. William, Brian, Patricia, Carolyn, Star. Everybody, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. I'm here Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West, unless I got something else going on. I know you understand. I'm trying to make a living here and doing the best I can, and we're going to do it together, okay? Let's help each other out. I appreciate you more than you know. May God bless you. May God bless America. My name is Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. Thumbs ups. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Share some love. Come on. There we go. Come on.